What is your interpretation of failure? Who called it failure? It matters who feeds your interpretation. When man came in Adam and Eve in Genesis chapter 1, the Bible tells us, as far as we know and as far as we read, that they never heard anyone speak to them. The first person who framed the understanding of Adam was God himself, and what he heard was, be fruitful. That was the perception he had. But when the serpent came to Eve and said, the first thing I want to know is what God told you. I will have to depend on what he has said to alter your perception. If I cannot find out what God has said, it becomes difficult to deceive you. It says, I fear lest as Satan beguiled Eve. You see that now? And he said, so what has God told you? We may freely eat of all the trees except this one. The day we eat, we will die. He said, don't you think God may be hiding something from you? He knows that when you eat, your eyes will be open. You will be as the gods, knowing good and evil. The Bible says when the woman saw, her perception became altered. Her perception changed. She did not see value in obedience again. She did not see value in honoring the words of God again. The Bible says when she saw that it was good for food and it was desired to make a man wise, her action was in honor to her perception. There are many of you, what you are binding today was the answer to your prayer. It's just that your perception has not yet been put together. Are we together? You prayed and said, God lift me, and in doing so he took you. How do you think Joseph was going to become a prime minister?